Alright folks, and Bengo is back again, and in today's video we're going to have a look at some intriguing villains that will appear in my Halloween series next month called, starting with this guy here called King Fear. Now, his main weapons are his tentacles and lightsabers, right? And his main powers are fear control, fear empowerment, fear embodiment, fear inducement, fear augmentation, and fear aura. And he also has nightmare-based powers. And he's got shadow-based powers and demonic powers. Yeah. And he also has enhanced strength and durability. And he is selectively immune to fire, magic, and he's also immune to paralysis. And he's also got criminology intuition, and pressure point intuition, and intimidation intuition. Know that? Yeah. And he has fear-based shapeshifting and fear exploitation. And his main weakness is that he is only at his most powerful when he's in the dream realm. Well, F, that's what I mean to say. And he's also very vulnerable to being scared himself, despite his fear empowerment, even at his most powerful. Yeah. But anyway, now that you've seen what King Fear looks like, it's best to show you his 5 fearsome bad boys. Starting with this bad boy here called Kenomortophobia. That was main weapons is big hands, right? And he's got fear-based powers, right, similar to King Fear, and nightmare-based powers. And he's got death-based powers, and darkness-based powers, and moon-based powers, and whatnot. And he's also got zombification, and zombie control, and a zombified physiology. And he also gets stronger the more afraid people are of zombies. And he's also got supernatural ugliness. And his main weakness is that he's very slow and cumbersome, and he's also got below average intelligence, so don't expect him to be the brightest. And he's also got a no brain at all, which explains his lack of intelligence in the first place. Also can be terrified of his own face if he's looked into a mirror. He's also very vulnerable to zombie killing people. Yeah. But enough of Kenomortophobia. Let's focus on the others. Like this bad boy here called Arachnophobia. Now his main weapons are his big sharp legs, right? And his powers are fear and nightmare-based powers. And he's also got the ability to create force field webs and whatnot. And he can infuse them into his own body so as to damage enemies if they so much as laid a finger on him, never mind hit him. His main weakness is, well, he's got really sensitive hearing, which leaves him vulnerable to high-pitched sounds, and his force field webs can, be absorbed by absorption-powered crackpots and whatnot. And this next guy here is Chronophobia. Now, his main weapons are his big guns, right? And his powers are, well, obviously, chronokinesis. He's got chronoportation. And he's got chronopathy, chronoskimming, chronoprohibris, and chronokinetic constructs in combat. And he also has temporal consciousness inversion. And he also has temporal telepathy. And yeah. And he's also got temporal speed. And temporal inversion and reversal and rewinding. And yeah, and he's got a few other time-based powers. His main weakness is that usage of his time powers can leave a ripple effect that can be sensed by other chronokinetics. This next dude here is called Chorophobia. Now, his main weapons are his big guns, right? And his powers are nightmare and fear-based. And he's got clown physiology. And, yeah, and he can turn enemies into clowns. And, he has happiness control, happiness empowerment, embodiment, inducement, augmentation, and aura. And happiness constructs and indomitable happiness. And his main weakness is that even though he gets his power from happiness and fear, he's not immune to being scared himself. And by that I mean he'll be sad if he didn't have enough fear. I mean, yeah. He'll explode if he had too much fear himself. Yeah. And this last bad boy is called Alphediophobia. Now his main weapons are his big claws and tail. Yeah. And his main powers are fear and nightmare based. Just like the rest of the gang leading up to this one. And he's also got snake physiology. Yeah, he's a mutant snake. And he's also got the ability to control snake venom. And yeah, he's got venomous blood and venomous mandibles and fangs. Yeah. And his main weakness is that he cannot affect enemies that are immune to his fear poison. Yeah. Yeah, and that's all I've got time for in this video. So I'll focus on making my Halloween series next month for the 26th for 31st of October. So thanks for watching.